So let's take a nice comfortable stance on the mat, feet hip width distance, spine nice and long and shoulders relaxed. And just let your breath come into your practice. Nice smoothing out here. So we're one long line here, so we're going to exhale deeply, just everywhere from the body, just bring it into center, exhale through the nose. And then as you inhale, just allow every part of your body to expand. Nice and deep. Exhale, draw everything in. Inhale, expand all the way to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, the crown of your head. And just two more super deep like that on your own. And after your second deep, deep inhale, just allow your breath to come back to its normal pace here. So we're going to do a very powerful releasing breath because it's Friday and we want to be nice and clear of anything for the weekend. So just think about your week. I'm sure a lot of it was great and some parts of it you just want to leave right here on your yoga mat. So take your arms forward, inhale. And then as you exhale, make a gentle fist, draw your arms back, bring your arms up, turn your palms toward the earth and exhale, press it down. This is releasing anything that you don't want to take into your weekend. Inhale the arms shoulder height, bring it back as you continue to inhale, arms up overhead, and then as you exhale, bring the hands toward the earth, pressing down. All right, arms up. Hey, Joy, arms up. Inhale back. Inhale, continue to inhale, arms overhead, and one more time, just press away anything that you don't want to carry into your weekend. All right, and then just loosen up a little bit, shake it out. Okay, and we're going to continue with nice deep movements for the spine here. So your feet are comfortable. They might be slightly wider than hip width distance. They're definitely grounded, hands to the thighs. Exhale, round forward. Just feel that space in between your shoulder blades. And then as you inhale, draw your arms up long and bring your elbows by your side. They're starting to go toward each other, and then exhale forward. So standing very, very deep, cats and cows here. Nice and familiar. Roll forward. Inhale, open it up, shining your heart. And then exhaling, just coming back to your own center. And the next time your hands are on your thighs, just leave them there. Take a breath here and slowly roll up. Inhale and exhale. While the feet are nice and comfortable, we're going to do a little bit of gentle twisting movements. And the whole body is going to move. So take your left arm and reach to the right and let the body turn, left heel lift, come back to center, reach to the left with the right arm, and come back. And that's what we're doing. We're just reaching side to side. So the arms are around shoulder height right now. And now we're going to start reaching a little higher. Get a little more stretch in the side, a little higher, and maybe reaching really high now, starting to reach for the sky. then coming back down, we're by the shoulders, and then we're going to start reaching lower by the hips, knee, and then keep going side to side till you are as low as you want. So for some people, their hands might be pretty close to the mat. For other people, you might still be at your knees. Remember, this is your practice. Just opening the spine, and then we're coming back up to center here. And just coming to rest at the center of the mat. So let's shake the legs out for a second. Bring them hip width distance. So nice little twisting there. Now let's open up the side body. For this, we want the feet planted firmly on the earth. Now float your arms up. Inhale. Interlace your fingers and turn your palms up toward the sky. Okay, we're going to tilt to the left without moving the feet and take your gaze up to the right. Keep the shoulders stacked. Come center. Inhale, center, and then exhale, tilt to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Yeah. Inhale, center. Nice and long here, and tilt, gaze up. Inhale, center, and tilt to the right, gaze up, left. All right, you got it now, so let's go back over here and gaze up and just enjoy the sensation of the right side lengthening. And then coming back up, come over, feel your left side with your gaze up. Yeah, there it is. Inhale. Now we're going to swan dive, bend the knees and hips. Okay, the fingertips touch the mat, and you're all of a sudden thinking, hey, this is feeling like a little chair. Bring your arms up to shoulder height with your palms facing the earth. And tuck your pelvis under a little bit. Yes, we're in a chair position with our arms straight out from the shoulders. Now bring your hands down to the mat and just see how much your legs want to straighten here. And then come back to that position, arms forward, tucked under. You probably are deeper into the heels than the toes here. Hands to the mat. The legs straighten any amount that they want. And again, come up. Hands down. This time we come into this pose here. Tuck the pelvis a little more and bring the arms up by the ears for full chair. Yeah. Good. Inhale and exhale, and then just stand tall and bring your arms down by your side. Woo, wake up those legs too, right? They have a lot of work to do this weekend probably. Hopefully we'll have good weather for them. All right, so let's come to the top of the mat and move into our sun salutations, okay, which warm and strengthen the whole body. So we got the feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up. Then exhale, swan dive. Trying to keep the hips over the ankles, not worrying about where the hands go. Bring your hands to your thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward, half lift. Bring the hands down and go ahead and step back with your right leg and just stay there. So we're in this lunge here. Left knee over the left ankle, right leg is back, and just start to move around in that left hip. And then come back to center and come into your plank. So knee up or knee down plank, whichever one is better for you right this moment in your practice. And then bending the elbows toward the back of your mat, slowly lower. See how slow you can go in your chaturanga. Keep everything nice and strong, yeah. Okay. All right, so the hands are under the shoulders roll toward the ears, down the spine, and shine your heart forward for a cobra. And then lift your hands and release. So we're coming to down dog. You guys know table to dog is always fine, or we're going to do a little lift here. So you can just go table to dog or hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes, gaze towards your mat, and press halfway up. Use those arms, press the rest of the way up, and take your hips back. We're in down dog. Inhale and exhale. We're going to work on the right hip here. So just take your right leg up to hip height and give it some small circles in one direction. Make those circles a little larger. Come back to center. Small circles the other direction. Yeah, make those circles a little larger. All right, and now we're going to bend the right knee under the body and take a step forward, and then complete your journey. Feet to the hands. Take your half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. Yeah, and hands come heart center. Ready for the other side. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Hands down. This time we step back with the left leg. Right knee over right ankle. And just let that right hip move around from this lunge position here. Okay, just wiggling around. And coming into your plank. Knee up or knee down is always a choice. Okay, inhale and exhale. If you're in a knee up plank, roll onto the tippy tops of your toes here before you begin your chaturanga. See if that makes a difference for you. Bring it down nice and strong. Toes point behind. And then roll your heart forward for cobra here. And then lift your hands one more time. Now take your arms by your ears and lift. So a little Superman. And from this lifted position, take your elbows towards your waist as you inhale. See if you come up a little higher here. And release. Woo! Hands under the shoulders. Find your way to down dog. Either that lift or table to dog. Remember, it's your practice. Do it your way each and every pose that we do. Inhale and exhale. Now the left leg comes up to hip height. And we spin it, small, one direction, and a little larger, same direction. And hold. And then the opposite direction, small circles and larger. And then bring your left knee under the body, step forward with your left foot and complete your journey. Feet to the hands at the top of your mat. Okay, let's throw in a little surprise here. Take that half lift, fold, bring your fingertips to the floor. Keep your knees and hips bent as much as they want to have fingertips to the floor. And come back to your chair here. There you go. Instead of standing up, we're coming into chair. Inhale and exhale. And taking full advantage of the leg strengthening benefits of chair here. We want to make sure the hips are back. The toes can wiggle here, right? And let's pulse, pulse, pulse. Stand up, squeeze the glutes together, and bring the arms down. Woo, shake it out. All right, just a little. Did you think that was fun? Wave your arms at me. Some of you might have thought that was fun. I knew you would. Okay. All right, so now we are back to mountain pose. Arms by your side, and let's just take a few breaths. Feel the breath moving around the body. Inhale and exhale. Maybe feel your energy a little more awoken than it was. Okay. All right. So we're going to take the legs wide here with the toes turned out and take the arms up in 5-pointed star. We're going to combine hip opening, balance. So take your knees out over your toes, elbows to the waist, and stand tall. So this is 5-pointed star to moonflower. Let's go 5-pointed star, moonflower, and 5-pointed star. Now you've done moonflower a couple of times. You might decide, well, I want to take my legs a little wider. So let's come into moonflower and see if you feel like you're in the best place for you in the moonflower pose. Remember, we're straight down, not back. And then come into 5-pointed star. Now let's add that balance. So as you bring your elbows to your waist, take your right heel up. And then come to standing right heel down. And elbows to waist, left heel up. And bring it down. You can stay here, just going side to side, one heel at a time, or both heels up. And 5-pointed star. So either you're alternating or you're doing both heels up. Decide what's best for you. The next time you're down, whether you have one or both heels up, lift a little higher, sit a little deeper, and let's do 3 pulses here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Stand tall, bring the heels down. One more time with that. So if you're going single leg, go on the other side. Down, heels high, pulse, 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 and stand tall. Now we're going to release the arms, and you can bring your legs together by stepping, hopping, however it feels good to you. Shake things out and come to the top of your mat. Inhale and exhale. We're going to work our way down and do a lot of core, yay, and some other stuff here. So if you have something like a towel or a blanket you want to cover yourself when we get to final relaxation in a little while, just have that nearby. Top of the mat, mountain pose. Close your eyes for a moment and just notice what you notice about your body. Is there any movement? Are you standing perfectly still? How's the breath doing? Is it completely going through the whole body? Is it getting stuck anywhere? We're observing, not judging. All right, here we go. Let's float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. We're going to do the whole vinyasa because you're all practiced yogis. I know you want this. Shine your heart forward, hands down. Let's come into plank. If you're a hopper, you might hop into plank. Remember, it's the knees up or knees down, whichever suits you best. And chaturanga, nice, strong, and slow. If you start to lose your chaturanga, just bring your knees down. Okay? Finish with a nice, strong spine here. So now we're going to lift the hands first, then come into that cobra. Release the arms by the ears. Elbows toward the waist, lift higher. And release. We're going to make a little pillow with the hands here. Rest the forehead on the hands. Bend the knees. And let them go side to side. So just a little spinal release here. Come back to center. Lift into downward facing dog. Okay? So either just a lift or table to dog. And once you get to your dog, let your knees go to one side, hips to the other. Just a little more releasing. And then bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and take your legs forward, seated mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do boats. You guys bend your knees. The feet are hip width distance on the mat. So remember, you can always just take your arms forward. Just go ahead and do this just to see how it feels. And come into core engagement, right? Core challenge. And come up. That could be your boat for today. We're going to add the option, take your right knee up. So we're in high boat on the right. The core is engaged the whole time. The spine is long. Okay, and then yeah, where was I? Okay, we're in high boat on the right. Inhale, exhale to low boat. Heel and shoulders are 3 inches off the mat, and bring it up. And some of you might want to work with straight leg, high boat on the right, low boat. Leg straight or knee bent. Mix them up if you want. High boat, nice and slow. Keep the core stuff slow. Low boat, woo. High boat. Now when you get to low boat, stay there. Next time you're in low boat, stay there. Arms up by the ears. Here's your canoe. Bring your hands back down by your side and come back to high boat on the right and release. Woo. All right. Let's go left leg. So left knee, arms forward, core is engaged, spine is long, low boat. The heel and the shoulders are just a few inches off the mat. Come on back. Straight leg version if you want. Low boat, high boat. Keep going. Low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat. Now the next time you come into low boat, stay there. Arms up by the ears, canoe, and bring it up. Woo, release and shake it out. All right, you feeling that? You guys feeling that? Okay, so let's get the obliques here. We're going to take, let's see, we're going to keep the feet on the mat. Come into core engagement, bring the palms together, and then take it back and come up, hands to the right. Take it back, come up, hands to the left. Take it back, come up, hands to the right. You can slide your left leg forward. Take it back, hands to the left, right leg forward. Take it back. See what we're doing here? The leg is optional, but we are going side to side, nice and strong here. Nice little obliques here. To the left. We started to the right, so the next time you go to the left, you'll be even. Come back to center. Sit up. Woo. Let's roll on down and take a nice long stretch here. Legs long, arms overhead. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Draw the knees in and rock side to side. So in honor of yesterday's windiness, I thought we would do Apanasana. This is Apanasana. It's also called wind removing pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, now put both hands on your right shin or your right hamstring, and then extend your left leg along the mat. So this is Ardha Apanasana, like a half wind removing pose on the right. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to bring the left knee in, take the right ankle across the left thigh and come into reclined pigeon, holding on to the left leg. Okay, you might be holding your hamstring, the outside of your left leg, your left shin, flex your right foot, and just breathe into that right hip, feeling a nice release there. Okay, release your left leg, unwind the legs, both feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close. And then draw your left knee in. We're going to do that Ardha Apanasana on the left. So you're going to hold on to your left shin or your left hamstring and extend your right leg. This is a good hip release. It also just helps relieve the body of any excess wind, gases. And then as you draw your right leg back in, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, flex your left foot, and hold on to your right leg, reclined pigeon. release in the left hip. All right, we're going to unwind from here, bring both feet to the mat, and let the knees open and close. All right, go ahead and sit on your hands and draw your legs up. Now, if legs up is too extreme, just keep your knees bent. Okay, we have about a foot in between the feet, foot's distance. Inhale and exhale. So this is Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. And notice if your feet are kicked back, try and keep them over your ankles, over your hips, and then point and flex your feet. Circle the ankles one direction and the other. And then bring your feet down to the mat. Draw your hands out by your shoulders so you look like a big T, and take your knees, your legs are touching. Inhale, and then gently both knees to the right, little gaze to the left. Both knees to the left, gentle gaze to the right. So we're doing windshield wipers here just as a nice little spinal release. Just a few times. And then coming back to center, keeping your arms where they are, take your feet hip-width distance, and open and close your fingers, wiggle them out, rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down by your side. Okay, start to scan your body and see if it's instructing you to move anything, to wiggle. We're working our way into our final relaxation position. So anything that needs to realign, readjust, or maybe it's a pose that you were saying, man, I hope we do this today, but we didn't. You can just go ahead and do that. If you love Supta Baddha Konasana, bring your soles of your feet together, knees wide, and relax there. Otherwise, just keep your knees up. Start to find that position where you can be completely at ease. And when you've found it, gently close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Start to feel the earth supporting you. Inhale once again through the nose. And as you slowly exhale through the mouth, just allow your whole body to melt onto the earth. Just allow your breath to be soft as you're in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Gently invite movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then extend your arms long overhead. Extend your legs long. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And then coming back up to a nice easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.